Walter Mueller was inducted into the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame in 2002. Walter, congratulations on your induction into the Hall. Talk about baseball and your love for the game and what drew you to it.
Well, actually before I start, I would like to thank the people who were instrumental in having my nomination accepted, and all the people who have been part of my baseball career. I started in baseball when I was very young, and I was always into organizing, and I coached and managed kids even when I was in high school. And when I was 18 years old, I entered a team in provincial baseball, and I was playing and I was looking after the team. So I had an early start, actually, as a builder.
What drew you to it, though? What was it about baseball that you said, you know what, I really love this and I'm going to give it a go?
Well, I was always crazy about sports, and I guess baseball was it was one of the main sports that I got involved in, and we had access to the baseball diamonds only a block away or so, and our father, he kind of helped, he got us started, and we just carried on from there.
25 years as a player-manager for the Manitou Braves. Talk about that time frame and just how much fun that must have been coming to the ballpark.
Well, I was very involved in the baseball in Manitou. I looked after all the minor baseball, and I actually looked after the senior team, and we had pretty good support in Manitou for baseball. In the old days, there was lots of sports days all over the place, and I think that's one thing that hasn't really carried on as much as it used to.
Over 40 years, though, with playing, managing, coaching, team president, secretary treasurer, that's a long time to stay involved with keeping ball, going in a community.
Yeah, I guess that's quite true, but it was part of my life, and I just kept on doing it, and I think I enjoyed it, and I like to meet people. I belong to lots of other organizations, and I think it's a good outlet, and actually lots of those people are friends for life, even if you played against them. So,
Special memories?
Oh, I've got a few memories, I guess, from baseball. I recall pitching against Mayville State College in Clearwater on July the 1st. I went there with 8 players and picked somebody out of the grandstand, and here's Mayville State College. They're coming off their bus with about 18 players, and we ended up beating them 1-0. I think that was one of the highlights. Another highlight was actually pitching at Winnipeg Stadium. I played with the Morden team here, and they used to have international ball tournaments at the stadium there, so I went with them, I think, 2 years into that tournament. Also playing in provincials, one year playing with Pilot Mound, we played Angusville Cardinals in the provincial final, and I pitched in that game. It went 13 innings, and they beat us. And I really wasn't mad about that, because it was cold, and I was kind of glad that the game was over.
You got a number of phone calls from teams that said, you know what, we're going to the provincials, we'd like you to wear our uniform. What kind of thrill is that when you get a phone call from an opposing team that says, you know what, you're a valuable commodity, come play with us?
I had no problem with that, no. That really was not a problem at all, no. I was glad to play with them.
Any special teams or teams that you said, you know what, this is a lot of fun, I'm really enjoying this, and it's a good experience?
Yeah, it was, and it was a good outlet, and I played with Pilot Mound a few years in provincials, and then I played in Morden for a few years too. I can't keep track of the years I played with them, but it's quite a while ago now, but it was good, yeah, and they both had good teams in those years.
Do you feel the game's going in the right direction, Walter, when you look at nowadays when kids are growing up playing ball?
Well, all sports now are very organized, lots more than the old days. In the old days, you could almost run the leagues actually out of your back pocket. Now it's organized, and registrations and all this. And in the smaller centers, it's a little harder, I think, to have enough players to make teams, so people have to join. I know in the old days when we had senior ball, we used to go to sports days every weekend. Now there doesn't seem to be as many sports days around, you know.
And that had to be a thrill too, because there'd be so many people watching
Oh,
good ball.
Big crowds. I remember one year here in Morden playing with Morden on July the 1st, and we got to the final game, and we were playing against a team from the States, and they had a big left-hand pitcher who had pitched off and on all day, and nobody could hit him. And we got to the final game, and we had a runner on third base. There was no score, and I couldn't hit him, but I struck out, and the run came in from third, and the catcher missed the ball, and Morden won that tournament 1-0. Oh, it was crazy.
In June of 2002, you were inducted into the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame. Talk about that day and just the special memories and what a thrill that was.
Well, it was kind of hard to believe, really, when they phoned me and let me know that I was accepted. I couldn't believe it, really, and it was a real special thrill for all my family, really, yeah, and especially my wife, who's been very supportive all the years. Yeah, it's a memory, all right. Yeah.
Walter, thanks for this, and thanks for keeping baseball front and center in Manitou. Walter Mueller was inducted into the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame in 2002. I'm Clayton Dreger.